I discovered that the wig had fused with my scalp. I couldn't even take off my clown costume. The fake nose was impossible to remove. I used all my strength and finally managed to cut them off with tools. But strangely, the costume remained intact. I sensed something was wrong. I told my wife what happened. She decided to use tweezers to pull off my fake nose. Despite the excruciating pain, she somehow managed to get it off. But to her horror, beneath the fake nose was my real skin. Even more terrifying, the wig started changing. It was no longer fake. It became my real hair. I couldn't take off my clown costume. Even using the bathroom became impossible. Whenever I saw a child, I felt an uncontrollable hunger. That hunger burned me like fire, making my whole body heat up. I knew something was terribly wrong, so I began investigating the origins of the clown costume. After much effort, I found the owner of the costume. When I mentioned it to the shopkeeper, his eyes immediately filled with fear. He told me the truth. I wasn't just wearing a costume. It was the skin and hair of a demon. If I wanted to stop myself from becoming a demon, I had to end my life immediately. I started to mutate. The clown costume was slowly merging with my body. I knew that only by stopping it could I preserve my humanity. I ran to the store and bought 2 chainsaws. I prepared them ready to use them to end my life, but I accidentally lay in the wrong position. The sound of the chainsaws crashing together almost shattered my eardrums. At that moment, the neighbor's child walked in. The saw blades flew out. They pierced the boy's body. I looked at the child lying on the floor but felt no sorrow. Instead, I lowered my head and licked the blood on the floor. The blood had a taste I had never experienced before. I closed the door and enjoyed my dinner. My wife rushed in, frozen in shock. She stared at my terrifying form. She said nothing, only silently took me back home. She chained me up with heavy iron chains. Then she went out to find a way to save me. I knew she was helpless. When my son came home from school, he heard the phone ringing from the basement. He cautiously walked down to see what was going on. He found me chained in the basement. I asked him to help me unlock the chains. When my wife came home, she found I was gone, but luckily my son was unharmed. Meanwhile, at the children's playground, blood suddenly began pouring from the ground. Parents and children scattered in all directions. When my wife and her friend arrived, they found that I had turned into that demonic clown.